Good evening and welcome to the last edition. Oh, excuse me. Black Authors Matter TV for the month of March. I had something frog in my throat just when I was getting ready to talk. I'm Gwen Richardson, your host for tonight, although I will only be on here for a short time because I have an extra choir rehearsal tonight. And I'm being joined by my co-host
Dr. Rhonda Lawson. Good evening, everyone.
and also our first guest, who is not only a friend of the show, a friend of ours, she's also one of the managers for the National Black Book Festival. And she's going to be talking about her books in the first segment. And she may also continue joining in with Rhonda. And that is I was going to say infamous, but incomparable Pamela Jarmon Wade.
Hello, hello.
So before we get started with Pam's interview, I have some housekeeping notes. Okay, as you all know, every year we do the Black Authors Matter TV Awards, and we have two rounds of voting. Round one includes every guest that's been on the show for the past year, and then round two are the five finalists for each category. So the 15 categories. The voting ends on April 2nd at midnight. And if you go to our Facebook page or our Instagram, you'll see where you can vote with the link where you can click over and vote if you haven't voted already. And if you have, you can vote as many times as you like. You can only vote from one IP address every day. So a lot of people have three IP addresses, their cell phone, their laptop, and their tablet. So anyway, vote and your favorites could be among the finalists. And then our award show is the second Tuesday in May. Also, the National Black Book Festival registration, the early bird ends tonight at midnight. So if you haven't signed up already, please do sign up. If you want to attend as a vendor, we're getting close to 70% sold. So for this October, so it's filling up fast. And also the Black Authors Matter Children's Book Awards, that process is ongoing. If you have a children's book that you would like to submit, you have until the early June to do that. So, as I said, our first guest is Pamela Jarmon Wade, and she's going to start off by telling us a little bit about her and her books. And I'm going to be signing off in a few minutes, and I will see you all next week. And you all take good care of the hosts for tonight and don't give them too much of a hard time.
I have a wonderful evening, Gwen.
Our audience.
Well, anyway, go ahead, Pam.
All right. Well, good evening, everyone. Look, I just gave the audience a new name. I was going to say good evening, BAM fam, Black Authors Matter TV family. Hope everyone is having a wonderful
That's cute.
evening.
We can call them Bam Fam.
BAM fam. Okay.
From now on.
That's something new. That's something new and
I
different.
just thought of it off the top of my head there. Yeah, so hi, Bam Fam. So I'm happy to be here this evening with Gwen and Rhonda, my two of my favorite literary people, my National Black Book Festival family members. So tonight, just want to talk about my books. I have three children's books, and then I have one Christian inspirational book. So I'm just gonna hold up my children's books here. I don't know if you can see it. This is The Adventures of Little Leroy, the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King for Black history. I'm a faithful believer that Black history is 365 days a year, not just 28. And with the times that we're in now, some schools don't have libraries anymore. And, trying to take certain history, erase certain history, get this book. Support this book, please, and help the children too to keep Martin Luther King and our Black history on their minds and on the forefront. Then I have The Adventures of Little Leroy, Things That Go Bump in the Night. It's not scary. It's a cute little book about Halloween. My character and his friends coming up on Halloween, and they have a few little scary things, but it's not spooky. So I like that one too. Jesus Walks on Water is my children's Christian book, inspirational book. And this just based on, the Bible story of Jesus walking on water, faith. But what I really want to talk about tonight is prayer seeds. Right now, as we're into the Holy Week, let's refresh and renew ourselves. This book has scriptures, prayers, affirmations for reflections and growth. So during this time, it's always good for me to refresh and renew myself. Uh, the Bible is timeless. The scriptures are timeless. That's my roadmap. And so during this time of spring and Easter and the Holy Week is just really a great time to refresh and renew ourselves. So these affirmations, they can be utilized 365 days a year, but this just time of refreshing and renewing. And at the back of the book, there is pages for notations of your growth so that you can chart and document your growth as you watch what's going on in your life, what you're praying for, what you're standing in faith and expectation for, and just the changes that you're making in your life as you go forward, continuing to stay in the Word of God and stay faithful and prayerful and hopeful. So prayer seeds, and I've even got on my little T-shirt here.
We can see it. No, we can see.
Right.
We can see prayer. We can see prayer.
Okay.
That's the
So
main,
yes.
That's the main thing.
Yes. So for those who come out to the National Black Book Festival this year in October, I will have my merch at the table. And so these shirts will also be available. This pink is popping. So, ladies, get your shirts. And books make great gifts. T-shirts make awesome gifts. So, we'll be looking for you all in October. So looking forward to seeing everybody. And my children's books will be at the National Black Book Festival in October as well. Bring the kids out for the children's festival, for the children's portion on that Saturday of the festival. Every year we get bigger and better. And let me say this, because last year it rained. The rain doesn't stop us. We're kind of like the mailman. We do what we do, whether it's raining, sunshine, and I don't know about the snow, but we probably would do it in the snow too.
Well, if it snowed here in Houston in October, then that's the end times.
Yeah, we don't need it. We don't need you wishing snow in October in Houston. So don't even talk like that.
No, normally it's 80 degrees. So
just letting them know we are going to be at the church ready and willing and able and waiting for the children to come have fun, meet children's authors. Some of them are from other states within the United States. A lot of them are local right here in Houston. Get, face painting, balloons, giveaways, picture taking. And, I'm always excited when I see a kid meet a children's author, especially if it's their first time actually meeting the author of the book. And they're just so excited, and I get excited about it
now
too.
you're one of the you're kind of a fixture when it comes to the National Black Book Festival. You host the dinner on the night before, and
Yes.
you also host the children's festival, and I think you also do a couple of other activities throughout the festival as well. What are some of the other activities that you do?
Oh, well, I assist wherever we need, wherever there is a need. Mary Evans, she's a children's author also, and Dr. Shalita Anderson, and also Rhonda Jackson Garcia, and one other, Brenda A. White.
Yes.
We are there. We're there doing whatever needs to be done. We do workshops, forums. We assist, for the celebrity authors if we're needed to do anything. We're there to help out and make sure that the festival goes smoothly and that all of the patrons and the audience, the readers that come out, that they have a great time.
Now, one thing people don't realize is, it's a huge festival. There are over
Yes.
100 authors who participate. And I don't think people realize that even though there are 100 authors who participate, you can't just come in and say, okay, there's 100 authors there. That means that it's going to be all kinds of people coming in. You can't depend on um, just because there's 100 authors there that they're going to bring in all the people. Everybody has to do their part and
Yes,
promoting that they're coming. So what are
absolutely.
things that people can do to promote their appearance there?
Oh, well, we would definitely want other authors to post on their social media
Mhm.
about the event, whether it be Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever they do. If they have an audience built up where they send out newsletters, just talk it up, advertise it, because they're advertising not just the festival, but themselves as well. And
Right.
so, yeah, and no matter, even if that author does not live in Houston, they should still promote the event. No matter whether they're in Texas or outside of Texas, so promote it, promote. Word of mouth is awesome in, letting people know what's going on. And for the authors that live here in Houston, they definitely should be doing it. We have such an awesome asset like this right here in our backyard in Houston. Amazing event so that happens every year. So, definitely they should do that.
How long have you been participating with the festival?
Oh wow, it's been about 14 years now. Maybe
Wow.
maybe 15. It was going on in the Doubletree Hotel in Houston when I first started attending.
Wow.
So when it was at the DoubleTree, I was not a co-manager or anything at that point. I was just an attendee, and then from that point, I became a vendor doing my book signings and things as well, and then started volunteering as well. Just helping out because I love what Gwen and her husband has done with the National Black Book Festival. It's awesome. I do believe that you know kids, reading is power. Reading is awesome. We need to promote literacy because when you talk to school teachers or people who are in the education field, you find out people that the grade levels that you think aren't reading or can read at a certain level, they're lacking. There's a deficiency there. And so we want to continue to promote reading and books. And books are awesome, stories are awesome. When you come to the festival, you got so many different genres to choose from. You got business, you got autobiographies, you got the children's books, you've got the faith, you've got education, you've got sci-fi, you got romance, you name it, business section. We got some of everything. So, if for all those readers, your needs will be met. The authors are there. Just, come on out.
This is true. Do you have a favorite moment that you can remember? What is your favorite moment from the National Black Book Festival that you can remember?
Wow. Well, I'm going to say my most favorite moment first. My most favorite moment was when my cousin Kwame Alexander came. That
Uh,
was my favorite moment
I
of all
remember
times. Of all
that.
times, because our family, we're so proud of him. He's done amazing things. I remember when he, was just doing poetry, and who knew that things would go to the level that they're at now? But I knew he was destined for great things. He just had that aura about himself. You could just tell. And then I guess the other connection for me was I was already I started with poetry, before I went into children's books and the Christian inspirational. My very first thing was poetry because in high school I was in creative writing, and then once I got junior high was creative writing. High school I went into journalism, but still within the writing field. But it's been so many amazing moments. Roland Martin, when he came, that was awesome. We love Roland Martin here in
I
Houston.
think that was before me.
Huh?
I think that was before me.
No, no. When I think the last when Roland came, I think you were there. I'm not.
Interview Merlin Martin.
You don't remember it? I don't. You might not have been interviewing, but I thought you were there.
No,
Okay,
no.
Okay. Well, yeah, that was an awesome time when Roland was there. But it's been so many celebrity authors. I mean, gosh, when the model, I think her name is Beverly Johnson, she had a
I
book
remember
out.
Beverly Johnson too.
Yeah, Beverly was
Man,
awesome. So
I'm
that
so
was
mad.
awesome. And then Eric LaSalle, that was a great time.
Okay, now I did. That was last year.
Yeah, well, he's been there, I think, twice.
Okay.
He's been there twice. So
Okay.
when he came last year, I was real busy, so I didn't get to sit in on his workshop. Didn't get to really interact because I was busy with some other things around the festival. But the first time he came, I was able to have that time and sit down and listen to him talk about not only his writing but his acting. And
Yeah.
I always remember him from Coming to America.
Everybody's always going to remember that. That's iconic.
It is. It is. And then the actor from Greenleaf, I think his name in Greenleaf was Uncle Mac, but
Oh,
I
Kevin. Keith.
can't
Keith.
think.
Keith.
I cannot think of his name.
And yeah,
But the one that played the uncle in Greenleaf.
yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I can't think
Okay.
of his last name, but I think his first name is Keith. I can't
Okay.
think of his last name.
So when he came, that was awesome. Every time
Yeah.
is awesome, but it's just been so many.
I
And of
thought you were
course,
going to mention when Omarion came when we had to go knock on that man's trailer.
no, no,
You who had to go, who went with me
that
and had to go knock on his trailer door?
I did not. I did not.
Who was that? There was somebody who went with me and had to go knock on his trailer door. I was like, "Are you coming to do this interview?" They were like, "Just let us know when you're ready." And they gonna close the door. I'm like, "Man, we book people. We're not beating on your door like that."
Yeah. And and I don't want to leave out Victoria Christopher Murray and her partner. Um, Names are escaping me right now, but you know it. You know her name. Those two write together sometimes, and I know they do a
Oh,
lot of stuff together.
Rashonda Tate.
Yes, yes, Rashonda Tate is, yeah, Billings, but Rashonda Tate, yes.
Yeah,
Those two are awesome, awesome. And we just have so many people coming through. I mean, it's hard to name all of them. And I know I've left a whole lot of names out, but they have all been amazing every year. Every year is amazing.
it is. It's always a good time, and there's always a nugget that's dropped. So there's always going to be something that we can take back, and that's going to
Absolutely.
help people on their literary journey. Well, we've had um people who have come and talked about how to get your books, how to
Hmm.
make your books into movies.
Yes,
Um, Amazon has come out, Amazon
yes,
KDP has come out,
yes.
and they've given really good information on how to get your books into the KDP system.
And
And
I like the fact that they even come out on Thursday nights to the Welcome to Houston
yes, yes.
reception. Yeah, so KDP, Amazon KDP come. I think the last 2 years they've been there on Thursday nights for sure. So yeah,
Mhm.
awesome. Yeah, they're very, very approachable and knowledgeable and willing,
We absolutely
ready,
are.
willing, and able to share and talk. So dropping those nuggets. Yeah.
And see who else has come out. You see, there's been other people who have dropped some really good information. There was a good social media class. How to raise your social media profile.
Well, Mary always does an amazing job
Right.
with the social media, Mary Evans. And as
All,
you
all
know,
I'm,
she does.
all I'm gonna say about social media, because one time she said, "Who has over 5,000 followers?" And this man got up there and said he had over 5,000 followers. Now, if you're gonna say something like that, people in the audience are going to check. And
Yes.
I check. I'm messy. So,
He didn't have it.
oh,
Oh, wow.
so I'm sitting next to another author. And we're sitting here looking like, okay, he said he had 5,000 across profiles. So I'm like, okay, well, he only had about 500 here. So I said, well, let's look on a different profile. Like maybe 1,000 here. it
Mhm.
looked across like 3 different profiles. It did not come up to 5,000. I'm like, if you gonna sit here and lie, I mean, don't hide your profile now.
Wow. Mm,
You
mm,
don't
mm.
have to lie to these people.
No, no, just keep it real. Look, we all in this together. Yes, all in this together. But yeah, Mary does a wonderful job. So,
Yeah,
and she's another person who loves to share knowledge and information. She is I mean, she's just so giving.
she
So,
is. She
uh,
is.
any,
And I love that. I mean, I have really gotten to know you and Mary and Shanita, so many people. I mean, I've gotten to know you all through, through the show and through the festival. And what you're saying is the absolute truth. That, just giving and friendly. And it's almost like a reunion whenever we all come
yeah,
to.
always a good time. Always a
Yeah.
good time. And of course, I guess I will be remiss if I didn't say we have our own literary reporter, who is on the scene interviewing the people. And man, this book festival is awesome.
I enjoy doing that too. Just getting to
I
know.
know you do. I know. I think that's the good thing about it because we're all passionate about it and we love what we do.
Right.
And so, when you love what you do, I do believe that saying, when you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. You're not working because you're enjoying what you're doing.
This is
So, yeah,
this is
yeah.
true. So we only have a few minutes left before the next author comes on.
Hmm.
So what are some things as people who are getting ready for the National Black Book Festival? What are some things you would tell them to do? I mean, this is basically it's April. Tomorrow's April 1st.
Hmm.
The festival is in October, so we have between April and October for people to prepare. What should they be doing to prepare for this
Well,
festival?
Well, I would definitely say make sure that they have their inventory, prepared, together. Don't wait until the last minute because anything could happen. So, have their book inventory together. Make sure that they are promoting. Usually, I know Gwen will have some flyers curated and drafted up for the authors that are participating. Start getting those out. Don't wait until October. Once
Right,
you get them, as soon as she gets them out, go ahead and start promoting that on your social media, sharing with friends if you have flyers, if you have cards. Because a lot of authors have so many different things to promote themselves, to start getting that stuff out and letting people know where they're going to be and what's going on and the dates and everything for all of it. And to also let people know that this is a free event open to the public. So there's no charge to come. And so if they're coming from out of state, make sure that they have gotten with Gwen to make sure that their hotel arrangements, if they're staying, at the host hotel, have all that straight. If they're doing an Airbnb or whatever outside of, what the book festival has blocked off, to just make sure that they have their ducks in a row and have everything together with that. Um, and whatever networking, if they have business cards they're bringing, or a lot of them do digital business cards now, but some people still have the old-fashioned business cards. Make sure that you
I'm an
have
old,
uh,
I'm an old-fashioned business card girl myself. However, um, when I was in New Orleans, I did my Black History Month event in New Orleans this year instead of in DC like I normally do. And
mhm.
one of my authors, Michelle Knight, had the dot bracelet. And what she was doing, as she was going out and networking with people, we're walking around the Riverwalk.
Mhm.
She just reached out her bracelet and had people take their phone and tap her bracelet.
Wow, I had not seen that yet.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. And so I'm thinking about going ahead and ordering that bracelet. because it's really good when you do book signings or when you're out networking. You don't have to worry
Mhm.
about pulling out business cards. People lose business cards,
Yeah,
but
that's
have them tap the bracelet.
uh-huh.
It'll take you right to take them right to your Instagram page. Um, and on my Instagram, I have a link tree on there. So if they want my website, they can go to my link in bio, and my website is on there, and my
Mhm.
other social media platforms, my a link to my Substack and everything else is right there. So
Mhm.
I'm thinking about going ahead and investing in that. So it's really
Sounds
good when
good.
you're out networking and if you're in a big crowd, or like I said, if you go into an event, like I'm going to the Indiana Black Expo in July,
Mhm.
or
Mhm.
like we're going to be doing the Texas Book Festival.
In Austin.
Right. So
Yes.
why not have people just tap that bracelet?
That sounds awesome. Can you drop that info in our chat?
As soon as I
Or
find it, I've not looked into it yet, but
okay,
I'm gonna look for it, and if
or
I
just
find it,
email us.
yeah, if I
Yeah.
find it during the show, I'll drop it into the chat.
Okay, that sounds great. So yeah, just don't wait until the last minute. At the end of the day, don't wait until the last minute to get prepared. You
Right.
know,
And
uh,
another thing that I would say, if you don't live in Houston, but you're going to be signing books in Houston, and if you're going to be doing advertising to let people know that you're going to be in Houston, why not do some targeted advertising?
mhm,
I know I don't live in New Orleans anymore. So what I was doing is whenever I posted a TikTok or an Instagram post, instead of just posting it, I um what I did was I put instead of making my location here in the DMV, I
mhm,
made my location New Orleans. So that way more people in New Orleans would see the location. If I
mhm,
decided I wanted to do paid ads, I made sure that I targeted people in New Orleans because I wanted more people in New Orleans to see it. So
mhm,
the same thing. Do the same thing in Houston. If you know you're going to be in Houston, target more of your social media to the Houston area. Don't just do it in downtown Houston because this
mhm.
event is nowhere near downtown Houston.
Yeah.
So do it in northern Houston where
Mhm.
the event's going to be because you want more people in that area to
Yes.
see it because those are
Yes.
the people who are going to come out.
Well, and believe it or not, a lot of times I talk to authors who are coming from out of town, but they have relatives that live here.
Yeah.
And so, if people have relatives or friends that live in H Town, hey, get them on board too with getting the word
Why
out.
not?
Yeah,
Word of mouth is a wonderful thing.
it definitely is. It's a powerful thing.
Yes. So, Pam, are you going to hang out with us? Are you going to hang out with me while we talk to the other guests?
Absolutely.